Good morning. We are back in my bathroom because I tried to do my makeup in the laundry room and the light is good, but it sucks for blending. So welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been forever since we did some makeup. So let's do some makeup. So currently coveting is my Ilmakiage, and I have been gathering the items. So now I'm getting pretty good. I've got some setting spray coming, but otherwise I've got everything. So I've washed my face and moisturized. So I'm going to start with their No Filter Primer. And again, pretty sure you have to be an Instagram baller. So they're going to cut me off at 10 minutes. So this is going to be the my daily look, but in a rush. And I just finished my cycle and I got 2 small ones. So, even though we're making vast improvements, I still got that. So we'll look to next month to see if that is any better. Okay, and the literally the crown jewel of this whole line is the Fuck I'm Flawless concealer. It is, can't even tell you. So you see we've got some discoloration. This makes me look like I'm complaining about next to nothing, this light, but like we got some scars. So I go under eyes and I do this first. I don't know what the rules are. And even if there was rules, I likely wouldn't follow them anyway. So I just put it on my areas of concern, which is my whole fucking chin. And I have a little bit of red on my nose. It wants to come back. So I just line my chin and my jawline because it's covered in acne scars and I like to cover that up. So I use my fingers for this. It's probably rules or better ways to do it, like a beauty blender or whatever, but I feel like it's just concealer. So, and I just dab in, sort of like a combination of dabbing and dragging, and then up onto here because that's where my melasma is. I'm trying to get it up into that eye area in here. So they will do the end of the nose. Okay, and this just gives a really nice, does a really nice job at masking those scars and discoloration. I'm friggin' obsessed. Okay, so, and then it lightens and brightens up under this eye area and it does not crease and it doesn't sit in my wrinkles. I have no idea what they're doing because whatever they're doing, don't stop. So then we're on to Woke Up Like This. I've been using this for quite some time. I did my first video on it. Wants 2 pumps, but what I've decided to do is distribute them a little bit differently versus squirting it and having it run down onto my shirt. So I go like that. And I think it still constitutes 2 squirts. This is an Arbonne brush, but I do like this flat rather than like a puffy or like a stiff round concealer brush. This just, I love the paint on idea. And I feel like it really makes blending easier for me because really I'm not the queen of makeup. I mean, I've been getting by my whole life, but really when it comes to technique and stuff, I can't say I really know what I'm doing. Okay, so what I first do is I sort of start to spread out where I want it. And then really? And then I go back in. So now it's sort of like distributed. And then I go back in and bring it up to my eye. See, because I have that excess there. A little bit of excess here. Okay, so I pat it up into that delicate eye area, doing up to my brow. And then kind of keeping with that, wipe up, wash up, face pull up thing. I usually am going in an upward hairline, not so bad, but definitely here. So up right into my hairline. We don't want some nasty, because obviously my face is like Casper territory and is way lighter than my neck. So we don't want any bits showing. And I feel like I'm a little light. So then I just take little bits at a time to the targeted areas that I may have missed. Okay. Then I also am going here, and it's all about that blend down your neck, right? We got to make that look even. And then bronzer can do the rest, but just that little bit so you're not getting that. I'm wearing concealer that's way darker than my actual skin. Or foundation, pardon me. Okay, so then my nose I always do last. Don't know why. I think it's really important to get that really good blend on the side. If you use, like, there's a difference between using some foundation and the right amount of foundation. And I only say that because, like, everybody's got these pores, right? Can you see my? Oh, this is fucking gross. I'm way too close to the camera. But anyway, if you don't use enough, they don't fill in. And then if you can go back and throw a bit more on that more pore area, it fills them, which is what's makeup's supposed to do to get you that sort of perfect sort of porcelain look. And so that's how I found in those areas, I would just go back and add a little bit more. And technically, I think what it's doing is just filling up those pores and making that flawless, smooth look happen. So I'm all about that. The idea of filling up your pores is pretty gross, but what are you going to do, you know? Okay, so I'm liking this blend. And I just go back over, make sure nothing is missed. Oh shit, we're at 6:52. Okay, so crash course on contour. Yeah. Everybody has a more dominant side than the other. If you don't, that means you're symmetrical and basically not even human, and good for you. But I certainly have one side that's better than the other. Better meaning more lifted, and I think in turn more toned, like the muscles underneath my skin are more toned to make it lift like that. So it's this side that's better. So I always add this a little bit higher on this side so I can mock that lift that I have on the other side. It's minor, but I notice when it comes to symmetry, and so that's how I counteract it, is to just sort of fake the lift on this side. And then you always want to make sure that they come down the same area, but not too far, because then you can look kind of skeletal, but not in a good way. So like blend up, and sometimes I hit like this area around my hairline, because technically it should sort of be a 3. That's what they say anyway, or that's what I've heard. You know, I'm not big on my listening anyway. Okay, so that's our contour. And then I go ahead and contour a little bit more, but with bronzer. I always darken this stuff up. It helps to blend where my contour begins and ends. And for me, when I get tanned, I always get more tanned on my forehead. And so if you add a little bit more of the darkening there, it does give a shrinking effect, like, you know. And then, of course, blend a Rooney, and this is what's exposed, so we'll do that. And then a tiny bit on my nose. If you notice, I'm not contouring my nose because honestly, it takes too fucking long and I don't think it does anything for me. So, and of all the things I have, I don't think my nose is the worst. So, not wasting any time on that. Okay, so then, that's as close as I can get my stuff to me. So, okay, then oh shoot. Sorry, that was my Waka Waka bronzer. That's also an Ilmakiage product. This is all Ilmakiage, so you can I'll link them and you can link into the colors that I'm using. But here's their beautiful highlight palette. And I go like that, and then I connect like that, and then a little bit along my brow bone. So basically just above my contour, and then around like that, and then on my brow bone. And I always hit the bridge of my nose. I hit my Cupid's bow, and I do a little bit on my chin, but I blend this because this is actually a darker colored. If you had a translucent, you wouldn't really need to blend it, but I find this has got some bronze in it, so I'll have a big brown dot on my chin. Not really a good look. Okay, so that's our foundation. And then, so, okay, this product is not, Ilmakiage. This is Benefit, precisely my brow pencil. But honestly, until somebody makes something better, this is the king of brow. So I just got to go through a little bit and kind of strengthen my shape a little bit. And then I told you guys a million times, I don't have any hairs, and these eyebrows are tattooed, microbladed. It's actually a combination of both. But so what I do is I have very little hairs, but they're quite long. So I go through first with this thing, this brow pencil I've been dedicated to for, I don't even know how many years, a long time. Actually, they have one that's got like a bunch of, like the little brushes that imitate hair strokes, but they don't have it in all the same colors they do this product. So they actually don't have my color. It's all very light brown. And I'm like, okay, so I'd love to use it in combination with this, but why would you not make it all the same colors that you sell in the other eyebrow products? Anyway, it's a bit beyond me. I don't understand that, but like it goes to like basically like dirty blonde. It would be horrible. And I use their darkest, number 6, which is, I guess maybe black, but okay. So that symmetry is super important to me. So we got to make sure that these puppies are coming in. This is a little bit like heavy right there. Okay. So, really? You'd think I would be on it for you guys. Apparently I don't always see the same thing every day, I swear. My brows took me the longest and I had them tattooed. And not because they weren't tattooed well, because I'm always super worried about symmetry. That's good enough. Okay, so back to the Ilmakiage product, back to these long hairs that I have. They quite commonly want to do this. Not cute. So I've been using their Brow Factor Long Wear Eye Gel or Eyebrow Gel. So it's really hard to squeeze. I have no idea why. I thought maybe it was like because my bathroom was cold or something, but really it's not. So you just have to squeeze the crap out of it. I use about that much. And then I'm just using this basically, well, to darken, but more to lay those hairs down that want to do whatever they want. So it's just a tiny little dot. And I kind of start in the middle and I just hit those. Really? I just hit those hairs with this little bit of gel and it sets them. This is a newer step in my routine and I actually really like it. Oh, sorry, I'm just using a little angular brush, which could be a lip brush, eyebrow brush. There's a million different uses, but I have dedicated it to this. I'm using the darkest color in Espresso in this product, if you are wondering. Okay, so just these hairs that want to jump all over my face, I'm just laying them down. It's fuzzy. Okay, happy with that. Okay, and then the one other thing that I found is, of course, I told you that their Fuck Flawless Concealer is amazing, but it's not really like, it doesn't have the right like viscosity or like constitution to cover like a zit. It blends really, but like if you've got something like that's kind of got some whatever to, I'm just using my old Derma Blend like spot concealer that's like probably so expired. I probably shouldn't even be using it. It's probably a cesspool of bacteria. But honestly, I haven't found one that's better. So you tell me what you guys like for concealing like kind of like current zits or like ones that are drying out. Because the blending on the scars, we got that down. But something that's still kind of red like that. Anyway. Look at even my packaging. That's the Derma Blend. Okay. And then like I said, I'm waiting for my setting spray to come from Ilmakiage, but until then, Urban Decay All Nighter, I mean, it reigns supreme. Way more sprays than they call for. Don't breathe it in. Also, I always use an Urban Decay lip primer, okay, for years, like I'm 5 years more. But then when I got this Ilmakiage Lip Infinity, this matte, like long wear lip stick, it is amazing and I need nothing. Honestly, when I put it on, it almost makes it like too much and I can get a bit of buildup. This is an incredible product. The one I'm using is called Matte Royal. I have another one called Matte Fiesta. I really like matte. And it's got this little spongy dude, which I usually am a lip liner person because I like the preciseness. But for whatever reason, the amazing pigments, the smoothness, it's just a regular applicator brush. Like it doesn't really seem like anything that special. Goes on like a dream. Okay. I always do my bottom lip first. Don't know why. And I still think that this, even though it's like a lipstick and not a pencil, it still manages to have a really crisp line, which I usually like to have. So it's just firing on all cylinders, all their products. And this is one time. Like last night, I was washing my face at 9 and it was still on there. Okay, so that's lipstick done. That is just my everyday quick and dirty, get out the door kind of look. And I would like to say I have a different glam look, but honestly, I don't really glam my makeup that much. I always feel like it looks, I don't know, effort factor probably. Anyway, so here I'm just brushing my eyelashes out. The beauty with this Benefit product is it's got your eye pencil on the one side, your brow pencil, and then it's got a spoolie on the other side. So it's really convenient for all of your eyebrow needs. Okay, so this is just gonna get out the door, I guess natural, sort of flawless base look. Anyway, everything Ilmakiage except for my Benefit brow pencil. I love it. I think it's a really nice blend. It covers everything I'm concerned about. Yeah, I hope you guys like it. And I'm going to link the products below if you guys want to try any of them. The one thing I would say, if you are Canadian, they do take a long time to get here. I don't know what it's like in the United States. It's probably bloody overnight delivery. I don't know. But I love them. I'm obsessed. I have a few more things on the way, and I don't see myself changing anytime soon. I think I am now dedicated. Anyways, thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you on my next video. Mwah.